This is the story history forgot. This is the lost chapter. Frau Trophäa collapses. Her knees strike the cobblestones hard. The crowd gasps, some trying to reach for her, yet her body doesn't rest. Her arms twitch. Her feet scrape against the stone. Her body is still dancing. This is not a festival. This is not a ritual. This is a nightmare. And in the summer of 1518, the city of Strasbourg was consumed by it, July 1518. Strasbourg, then part of the Holy Roman Empire, a city suffocating under famine, disease, and poverty. It began with one woman, Frau Trophäa. She stepped into the street and began to dance. No music, no rhythm, just motion. Neighbors watched, puzzled, until the hours stretched into days. She couldn't stop. Within a week, 34 others joined her. By the end of the month, over 400 people filled the streets, their bodies jerking and spinning, refusing to rest. They danced until their feet split open. They danced until their bones cracked. Some danced until their hearts gave out. The city's leaders panicked. Doctors were summoned, hoping for some medical explanation. Their diagnosis? Hot blood, a fever of the body and soul. And their solution was unthinkable. They built a stage. They hired musicians. They ordered the dancers to keep going. They believed the only way out was through. It didn't work. The music only fueled the mania. The streets of Strasbourg became a theater of suffering. 500 years later, the dancing plague remains unsolved. But historians and scientists have tried to piece together the clues: a hallucinogenic fungus growing on rye bread, capable of causing spasms, visions, and madness. It's the same theory often tied to the Salem witch trials. But there's a problem. Ergot can cause seizures and hallucinations, but not month-long marathons of choreographed misery. And why Strasbourg, at this moment in history? The human mind breaking under pressure. In 1518, Strasbourg was drowning in hunger, plague, and superstition. Religion preached punishment and purgatory. Every sermon warned of God's wrath. The theory suggests a kind of collective panic attack, psychological distress so overwhelming that it erupted physically. And once the first dancer began, others followed. Not out of choice, but out of contagion. The most accepted theory today is that this was mass hysteria, a society cracking under unimaginable stress. But the truth is, no one can say for certain. The dancing plague of 1518 is often remembered as absurd, an old-world curiosity. But for those who lived it, it was a tragedy. Hundreds of lives torn apart by something that science even now struggles to explain. A fever with no cure, a rhythm with no music, a mystery that refuses to stay buried. This has been the lost chapter. Some stories are so strange, they can only be forgotten.